The next one is a BRRRR. BRRRR is buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. It's basically when you buy a property, you fix it up, you rent it out, and then you take it to the bank to refinance it, you pull your money out, and then you do the next step. Now, that can be a great solution, but the issue with that is that if you have limited capital, you run out of money eventually. You run out of money, it's only scalable as much as you have reserve. So let me give you an example. I go buy a $500,000 property, I have 20% down. I buy it, put the 20% down, rehab it, do all the things that I need to do on that property, rent it out, get the cash flow that I need. It's cash flow positive. It covers the debt service coverage ratio at 1.2 or 1.3. Beautiful rehab. Now the property is worth $550,000 or maybe $600,000. I go, I refinance it. The lender comes and say, because this is your third or fourth property, I'm not going to give you a loan greater than 80%. 80%, that means that I am only able to find mortgage, I don't know, 520 grand out of 600,000, no, 480 grand out of $620,000, right? 480 grand. But I've spent, say, $500,000 on that property. My down payment was, so I'm not getting the full $100,000 that I put originally, all right? Then I go and I do the next one. The next one appraised for a little bit less. Now my $100,000 is now a little bit smaller. Then I do the next one, $100,000. Because they only tend to do 80% loan to value, you just have to make sure that the rehab, rent, and repeat portion, make sure that that portion is greater than your 80% loan to value after the rehab. It has to be greater than 80% loan to value. Otherwise, you have to leave a little bit of your principal that you started the projects with in the deal. And that's the problem with the BRRRR. But if you're able to do it and you're able to build greater cushion, greater equity into the deals, greater than the 20%, you tend to perform a lot better and you can scale your business very, very easily. Now, the next thing that comes into play is scaling. The scaling becomes an issue because a lot of lenders will lend you up to 3 or 4 or 5. But once you get to that 5 limit, you are now a commercial. Now you have to deal with different lenders, different rules, different kind of groups of people, or you have to deal with different banks that finance those type of transactions. And those types of financing are typically called blanket mortgage or I forgot the term, but they have another name for it. But it covers multiple property, and they give you a loan on the one LLC, one ownership, one thing. Now you just have to be careful about that. But not every single lender does blanket mortgage.